What's up, math scholars and math haters? This is Mr. W. Today we're going to tackle question 37 in the 4th grade math questions that North Carolina released this past school year. The question tells us that Kathy has a garden that's 15 feet wide and 20 feet long. She's going to plant one bulb, which I guess will grow a flower or a vegetable or something per square foot, and each bag of bulbs contains 9 bulbs. How many bags does Kathy need to buy? Alright, so in order to do a question like this and do it really well, we're going to use the area of a rectangle, which is going to tie into multiplication, but this is going to have multiple steps to it, and we're also going to need to do some translating. So there's a lot going on here, but if you've watched the other videos that we've done, none of this should be unfamiliar. We've covered every idea in this question at least once before, so we're going to just do what we've always done, and we're going to figure it out. Alright, so let's get started by looking at the question at the end. How many bags does Kathy need to buy? We look back, and it says each bag of bulbs contains 9 bulbs. All right, I see the word each, and that tells me that I'm going to have to end up multiplying. And that means I'm going to have to multiply my bags by my bulbs equals the total bulbs that we're planting. Okay, so that's a bit of information that would be useful. I don't know how many bags I'm going to need to buy, but I know that there's 9 bulbs per bag, and that is going to equal some number of bulbs that I'm going to figure out. But then I look back and it says that Kathy's going to plant 1 bulb per square foot. But I don't know how many square feet my garden is. But I do know that it's 15 feet wide and 20 feet long. Okay, so there's a lot of information here. In this case, it helped to just read the question backwards and figure out what information we needed. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my rectangle. So there's my rectangle, represents Kathy's garden. It's 15 feet wide by 20 feet long. So I need to find, since it says square feet, 1 bulb per square foot, I need to find the area of this rectangle, the area of Kathy's garden. Now to do that, probably shouldn't have tried to squeeze all that in there, but it's supposed to say length times width, which means that if it's 20 feet long and 15 feet wide, that's 20 times 15, which is 300 square feet. And I don't have room to write the feet squared here, but I do know that if it's 1 bulb per square foot, per is another word that tells me I need to multiply, but since I'm multiplying by 1, I'm not really going to write anything, also because I don't have a lot of room. But I do know that Kathy is planting 300 bulbs. We're figuring out how many bags of bulbs she needs to buy, and every bag contains 9 bulbs. So now I have a number sentence that I can use fact families to go ahead and try to rearrange. So I know that some number that I don't know yet times 9 equals 300. So I'm comfortable with saying that if I do 300 divided by 9, that's going to get me that number that I don't know. At this point, I break out my calculator. I turn it on, and I say, okay, 300 divided by 9. This should be easy. That's a long decimal number. What do I do with that? 33.333333, and spoiler alert, those 3's just go on forever and ever and ever. All right. The question is asking, how many bags does Kathy need to buy? So let's say, it looks like my answer could be 33, but let's say I get 33 bags. If I get 33 bags, I only have 297 bulbs. And since I only have 297 bulbs, I'm not going to have enough to fully plant that garden, which means that even though I'm going to have some extras, 34 is the next number of bags that I'm able to buy and still have at least 300 bulbs. So my answer is going to be choice A, 34 bags. And again, or like I say with many questions, North Carolina loves to try to trick you, and they put 33 bags there to try to mess you up and make you think, oh, 33.333, that rounds down to 33, doesn't it? I should pick B, but you shouldn't. In this particular question, we had to figure out how many bags of bulbs would get Kathy more than 300. and that was 34, choice A.